Yep, it's that time. We gonna be some snow runner, and they had an update on the PTS. And we have our truck back. So, yeehaw. So, that's handy. Yeah, we'll probably move forward more. Just in case that truck's in our way. Let's see. We need... long planks, medium logs. You get log planks first, huh? Let's see here. Don't have all our trailers on. So I needed to test out to see if our truck could go across the map into the other one. And wham bam, thank you ma'am, it did. So the wife's truck is at the last place we dropped off the load at. With the long logs yesterday. And we have our truck now working. Didn't give us any issues coming out of the garage, and it didn't give us any issues going across to the other maps. So we're doing good. Because there was an update, but they didn't put out a thing of what the update was on. Sat and went across and looked at the focus forms. Did not find out what the update was about. But we got an update, and things seem to be working a lot better. Well, for the most part so far. Until we find that, oh, what is this moment bug? Or what just happened kind of thing yet. Oh yeah. What's up, Wayne?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. We got our truck going. We need to go drop these long planks,
Yeah.
wood planks, and another set of long planks. So what we'll do is we'll get the long planks on here, and then we'll go for the regular wood planks, since those will be just two. All these trailers scattered everywhere all over this area. Probably could have just hooked up to that one, but I wasn't too sure if it was gonna let me use that trailer or not, so there may be some cleaning we'll have to do. But we got our truck now. It's fun using the wife's truck, though. Let's see. Where we need to go first after getting ourselves swung around like we did. No. Up there. So we get to go along the backside. Bring ourselves over here. Go across our rock slide there. What's up, Nat? Thanks, Wayne, for the like and the share. Appreciate that, buddy. Thanks, Nat, for the like. Kinda.
Oh, yeah.
Get ourselves over this way. Muhammad, thanks for the like. Appreciate that, buddy. Got a different filter on the mic, but I think it's picking up the game sounds. Yeah, it's picking up the game sounds through the mic yet. Because for some reason the other filter wasn't quite doing it, so this one's probably going to need a bit of messing around with yet. So the best I could probably do is turn the gain down a little bit. So then it's not awfully so loud. So then you guys can't hear the game through the mic. So I gotta tweak some things around, I guess. Things seem to be working fine, but then all of a sudden, instead of noticing things were getting picked up too easily again. So, there's a few things that still need to be worked out. Again, it's like it had some weird update. Then I watched The Boys, and Eddie was playing this Genshin Impact. And then I got kind of hooked on it. And then I started playing it, and I'm like, this is actually not that bad. So yeah, I hadn't played that for a while. Headed to Best Buy to get an OtterBox for my iPhone 11. Those things are nice, the OtterBox cases. I always did like those. Come on. Still gotta winch across this rock a little bit. just because it's still kind of a pain to get across that, even with this truck. Defender Pro is originally $60 and it's on sale for $35.99. There you go, man. Yeah, what some places will do, they'll even price match. If you find it even lower than that, they'll price match it and you'll get the price for that one instead. They did that with me for a couple different places that I get at things at, especially my one OtterBox for my the Samsung Note 4. They price matched it and got me the OtterBox case. So it was actually pretty neat that way. Not gonna lie, that was a really great phone. I enjoyed the heck out of it. It really was a pretty good phone and I enjoyed it. Oh yeah. What up, Aiden? Thanks for the like. Appreciate it, buddy. Well, we gotta go this way. I don't know what it is about this area right here, but it's just nasty. What's up, Simon? Walmart will price match, but they don't have any in stock at the moment. Ah. You pre-order Farming Sim 22? There you go, dude. I don't know when I'll get Farming Sim 22. If I'll be able to get it or not. Too many other things in my life right now. That's kind of makes that kind of hard right now. Come on. Here we go. Game that will away have branded mod on console. Always had branded mod on consoles. Yeah, Farming Sim's like that though. They've always been good to keep up with that. And this is all, I mean, it's based all around farming as well too, so. They never seem to have truck brands though, if you haven't noticed. And semi-trucks. But they'll have like the farming equipment brands. I have always noticed that. Ooh. Yeehaw. Got the long planks out of the way. Oh. Get to go to the other part of the map that we haven't played around on. Mac is the first semi-truck in Farming Simulator series. Nice. I'm not gonna lie, I do want to see what they're gonna do with the game and what they've added. They've taken any thought of interest on trying to give the ground finally that deforming formation like anywhere close to like SnowRunner. That would be really, really cool if they could do that. really bump up the feeling of driving on there. It always feels really stiff. I mean, I know that, like, I get that it's nothing like, you know, SnowRunner is, or, you know, mechanic-wise for how the vehicles work, but I would still like to see it, you know, happen. I think that would honestly bump up that game a whole lot more. That would make me want to play it a lot more. Or, you know, come play Farming Sim a lot. Time you cultivate it, Farming Simulator 22, there is rocks in your fields. Oh, nice. We are not struggling, but we are definitely finding a mud hole here. First thing I want to do is throw it in high. Let her rip. We do have to get across over there. Really isn't an easy way to get across over there, is there? No, not really. So, we'll get over there either way, but still, is there even a crop? Like, besides, like, right here, is there actually a way across here? I guess we could have probably went farther down the trail. That could have been a great idea, too. But hey, what the heck? We're crossed. Oof. And we're gonna take this person's fence out, eh? I am curious to see where this road goes, though. See if there's, like, something down here that makes it a different place to cross. For the heck of it. Got these little patches of snow here and there, so what the heck, why not? Whoa, what's that? Is that actually a trail? And I see they fixed a bit of the stuttering when moving the camera. That's nice. I was reading that. That's a heck of a trail, man. Let's see how the other one goes. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's not like we have anything to worry about losing on the trailer because we don't have anything there, but just was curious to see, you know, there is another trail and there doesn't look like it. Looks like that's it right there. So, alright. Well, I guess we're going down that way. Be an interesting one to go up with. Like a load or something like that, trying to get up that? That's got to be real interesting. There ain't much of a trail down here either. Like, oh, well, you can go alongside this rocks, I guess. Could have stayed up there for that. Like it's a wash away trail or something like that. There's nothing on the other side across there either. Interesting. Oh, I guess the trail comes up here. You're seeing a little bit of the tracks. I think it kind of got washed away by the rocks or something, though. And there ain't really much over here to really make a trail out of. What it look like. Well, it's blazing your own trail at that point. That's interesting. Glad we didn't take this over there. Probably would have lost the wood planks. There you go. And a little bouncing around here. Yeah, cargo management, yeah. You ain't got wood planks. I can bet on that. Is this really the way they want you to cross through over here? How deep is this shit? No, it's not too bad. Definitely wouldn't trust that trail across there, though. That was, like, horrendous, man. What is this mess? What is this? They're like something cuts across over here. No, not really. I mean, there's something right here, but it ain't much to go off of. Pretty much river riding down here. Woo! Bouncing that trailer. Oh, oh! There's something there. Ugh. Rock.
Oh, yeah.
Rock. What's up there, Lunar? Rock, rock, steady, rock, steady, rock, rock, steady. Oh, man. Where is the part of this trail at? What in the heck is this? What were they expecting you to do over here? Oh, I can't even, like, what the heck? Okay. Trail. Where are you? Oh, it's over there. It's up above. That's cute. Oh, that's not really even the trail. Oh, that's great. I'm so glad that they have that. That's just nice. Oh, you think you're on a trail? No, not really. You have fun though. Okay. It's gonna be so fun to get some logs over there, right? That's gonna be real fun. We'll just go the way we did earlier and stuff like that, and just screw trying to find an actual trail that goes over there. That was horrible. We're in the 6x6 for God's sakes, and it's like, yep, nope, probably not gonna work. Yep, no, that's not happening. Oh, gotta take long planks over to the other map. Guess we'll yeah, I guess we will. Feels like it's gonna be one of those kinds of things where maybe it might be pointless, but whatever. I mean, we gotta do logging over there, but I mean, we're gonna switch the trailers out and stuff like that. We might as well just finish off the planks first. Make it a little bit easier. We ain't gonna do no trailer trains to get that done, because I see that just going wrong in every little way. Trust me, I know I can do it with this. But that constantly winching something like that, gets really annoying. If that thing tips over, bleh. That's all she wrote done. Here we go. Instead of long planks. Ready for delivery. I wonder if since they updated the PTS that they put that A&K civilian in now. Kind of curious about that too. We've used a gallon. You know, unrealistic. Big truck like this from a cat engine's only used a gallon. Oh, 2. You know that's not true. You know we've been using way more than that. But I'm glad they finally updated the PTS, because I like not having major frame drops when moving my mouse. That sure in the heck was quite annoying. I mean, I ain't got the like high-end graphics card and all that, but I mean, that little bit of massive frame drops was insane. We watched it drop down to like 10 to 17 FPS in some time at some points, and it's just like, yep, this is horrible. All I was doing was moving the camera so I could see where I was going. In some areas it was even worse at some points. I thought the game was gonna like crap out on me. But I'm glad that they got that part fixed. I'm glad that we don't run into the I'm getting stuck in the loading screen stuff anymore when I use my truck. When I want to deliver stuff. Those little things like that make a heck of a difference. I still want to know why that was causing an issue. But, like always, they did that with another map, and it was like we couldn't use the main game save that we use normally, so that sucked. Oh, that car moves. That's funny. Oh, maybe we could just, like, tow it out of there. I don't know why you'd want... Who would think that was a great idea in the first place, not gonna lie. Like, someone thought that their car was gonna make it through that. I think they had been drinking the wrong coffee that morning. So, yeah, definitely interesting. Seeing some of these standalone vehicles that you can't use in the game that are just stuck in places. Funny, I have yet to get anything about me being live for a notification on my phone. So those who actually got notifications, that's awesome. Those who don't have notifications for it, that sucks. It's like Facebook punishes me. Like, I haven't even got one on my gaming app saying that I'm live. So that's even weird. No idea where we're going. Probably should check the map, huh? Whoa, Neo Nuke, what is up, guys?
Oh,
how y'all doing?
Yeah.
Awesome, man. Throwing down the love Neo Nuke rave. Man, I was gonna pop into your stream and give you crap because I seen you playing SnowRunner. I was so wanting to. What is up, everybody? How you guys doing? Throwing down, there's Greg, there's Raging Yeti Gaming, Robert throwing down the like. What is up, guys? How you been? Neo, I love watching your streams, man. I do come in there now and then. Oh, we need to find the place that we're gonna drop off at. What? Base in the woods. Oh, that's cool. We're going over here. We're on the PTS, guys. We're throwing down the new main map for Season 6 is what's going on. Wow, it's been a while since I've seen that many numbers on my viewer counter. I've been trying to get back into streaming a lot more. What's up, everybody? Carl! Carl! Little Walking Dead in there for you there, Neo. How was the SnowRunner stream, guys, over there? Did I finally get notifications saying... Nope. I have yet to get notifications saying that I'm live on my phone. That's funny. And Cam throwing down the follow. Appreciate that, guys. We do have YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, Instagram. We also have a Discord. We also have the Facebook group page, guys. We do other games on YouTube. I just haven't got back into doing other games yet. I've been playing this game that I watched the boys play last night and yesterday, something like that, for like 4 hours, called what's up, Stuart, Rachel? How you guys doing? Jade, sorry if I missed you, somebody, guys. I give props to Neo for keeping up with his chat. Try to do the best that I can every time. But I was watching them playing, Eddie was playing Genshin Impact? Something like that. It's actually not a bad game. I mean, I'm not a very Like, I like anime and stuff like that, but I don't watch as much as I used to. But this game actually was pretty cool. Really got into it for RPG, MMO, anime style graphics and everything like that. I got a ding. What did I get a ding about? I don't know. Again. What up, Jay? We got raided by Neo, Jay. Throw down some love for the Neos. What up, Neo? How you doing, buddy? I haven't followed you with my page yet, but my main page is following you. I was searching angryjackblack instead of... Yeah, nah, it's all good, man. Yeah, a lot of people have messed that up. It's all good. I've been called all kinds of different names before, so yeah. I think my streams from when I was camping are still on my page. I don't know, though. That was a while back. And I know they take those off after so long. You ever want to know how to use the shifter, your Thrustmaster on here, dude? For SnowRunner? I'm gonna send you the, it's a micro that I'm using for my Thrustmaster shifter, so I can use it while I'm doing this. Sure, you've been called worse. Oh, I know, dude, right? Well, I get called all kinds of funny things. In a lot of Discord servers, I get called, like, I got, like, I think a different name in a lot of them. I'm trying to get over this place. By the way, you're gonna have fun with this new Season 6, dude. I know you think you're rocking on Season 4 yet. On, is it the rocket? It's the rocket ship one, it looked like I seen a little bit of. Dude, I appreciate the raid, man. That is awesome of you. Thank you, thank you. And everybody, we do SnowRunner on a daily basis just for the fact that Facebook does not like when I play other games. For God knows what reason, they just do not like when I play other games. So we base off of SnowRunner and being part of the modding community and everything like that. You're seeing a mirror, yeah. Neo, do you want the option to be able to run my truck? You have, I can get you permits and stuff like that if you want to use it. Me and the wife's truck and stuff. My version's way tweaked out though. Like, this thing will take you anywhere and everywhere you want to go, and then some. Probably scare you a little bit too. We need to go back down and around and come back through because I managed to take the wrong turn on Albuquerque. And Jay throwing down, Neil throwing down the like, Stuart throwing down the like. Appreciate it, guys. I really do. It's awesome of you. You guys have an awesome community. Come in there, you guys are always kicking in and chilling and laughing about something goofy. I haven't really played ATS in a bit. I know I've heard that they've got like mod support and stuff like that for the doing convoy and stuff. So yeah, I haven't touched it for a bit. And again, I don't have the newer maps and stuff like that either, so the struggle is real, bro. Let me see here. I've tweaked this thing out to the point where I can go through the everything on a mirror. That breakable ice that you struggle with, this thing will do it, and then some. And then I had it set up so we can haul semi-truck trailers. I had my buddy take my bed off my truck on here so we can have the high and low saddle trailer attachments so we can run semi-trailers too. What up, Antonio? Thanks for the like, appreciate that. But yeah, this thing does the job and then some. Earlier, they just updated the PTS. I don't know if you run it or anything like that, but they just had an update for the PTS and everything just when I got on here. So they've improved a lot of things on the PTS. If you ever want to run some stuff on SnowRunner, throw me a hit up and everything like that, and I can throw you a hand if you ever need one. I'll just have to make sure if you have any mods of some sort, let me know what the list is or something. I have over 160 some odd mods, so yeah. What's up there, Papa? It's been a while, man. I haven't seen you in a bit. What you been up to, man? Be being quite busy if I haven't seen you in a while. We're gonna scoot on through here and make this look easy. Well, mostly easy. I just got the standard T800 Thrustmaster shifter. Haven't had a chance to get that sexy looking steering knobs, y'all. Or not knobs, but freaking shifters. Things are freaking amazing. And then I just get a Jack Black looking thing. 650 days. Yeah, you are one of the big guys that have been following for quite a while, man. Got the bright old lights on here, and it's not just from the roof. The lights on this thing are each individual one of these are bulbs that my buddy Red put in, and everything like that. And the cool thing about this truck on top of that, got a lot of fun stuff that lights up as well. So this thing is pretty pretty. It looks even sexier with the bed on it, but you know, gotta haul some trailers. I wonder if I can wiggle. I don't think I can wiggle through that. So we're going to slip and slide our way back because I missed somewhere for us to get down there. And I know I'll be able to get down there once I can find that opening. I don't want to go through wherever that opening is showing above. I think it's going to be a pit of doom. The swamp on here that's just hellacious that I haven't looked to see what truck I can take to get through it yet. This looks like there might be an opening right here. Right here. Right here. When you can't find a way, you make your way. Actually, I've showed you this truck before, Neo. If I remember right, I posted it up in your stuff before, in your Discord, if I remember right. Well, I feel I just screwed myself on this. I needed to be able to see better. Can't see these trees as well. Uh-oh. Houston, I think we may have a problem. Is the trailer gonna let loose, or am I gonna let loose? Uh-oh. We may have an issue. Jack went through his, I think this looks like a great idea moment, and this may not be a great idea. It seemed like it at the moment. These trees just don't want to break. Skills of backing in this bad boy up. Sad, I can back this thing up better than I can back on ATS. That's the funniest part about it. Yeah, we're gonna have to find a different way down there. This way isn't gonna work out. Come on. There we go. And that auto winching is horrible on here. I don't know if it's just the steering wheels that do that, but I think other people have told me that they have weirdness with the auto winching even on controller. Yo, what up, Fat Matt? I just got raided by Neil, bro.
Yeah.
He's playing some SnowRunner and yeah. And we got our amazing 6x6 over here working now because they did an update on the PTS, man. Woo! Yeah, he's awesome. Pop into Neo streams every now and then, not as often as I used to, just life, you know. I'm dealing with a lot. Still have not had any change in things. Well, I'm gonna say that it hasn't been too rough, but you are definitely going to be loving it. So they made the place look really amazing. They just had a PTS update and everything like that. So, there's been places that it's been a little rough though too. We weren't able to use our, beautiful 6x6, but now we're able to. I'm not sure how we're going to get over to this spot. All I know is it's going to be somewhere like this and over here. It's been, say, rough rider at points, man. Because you come over to the second map and it's snow. The first map's got just some muck and water, slight snow, bit of rock slides on one of the main roads that gets you over to where you need to build your cabins at. I am gonna, once I get these maps completely unmasked and everything like that, I am gonna throw up pictures of it on Facebook and stuff like that for people to have a map to look at and have an idea of what they're gonna be walking into. Granted, yeah, I'm gonna have the contracts done by then when I do, but yeah, we'll definitely. I'm an hour from Maine, so I'm excited. Yeah, I've been to Maine one time in my life, and they had a crap storm going on, to where it actually, the water was really high enough to where it was going over the bridge from where we're at. And I mean, this wasn't no like small river, like it was straight up over the bridge and flooding over top of it. I was like, wow, that's pretty freaking crazy, the amount of water that they had got. I don't know if they put the civilian in yet. I haven't checked. I haven't gone to the store to see if they actually lit the card up on the store to show that it's there. That thing's gonna get yeeted all over when I decide to do anything with that. Looks like someone's already damaged the crap out of it as it is, but you know, I'll fix it. Well, and by the way, the trees don't break as easy as they used to, unless you're doing what I do. Big truck, you know. Jack's big truck. Pulling it like it's no other. Yeehaw. Woo! Did you ever get the micro to work for SnowRunner yet there, Matt? So you can run your shifter with it? I know you got the Thrustmaster shifter as well. We got to bring medium logs up here, by the way. That's going to be interesting. I love how they think, like, I've taken some of the vanilla trucks out, which you guys know I hardly touch vanilla trucks, not going to lie, unless it's something I've tweaked out. And yeah, that was horrible. I got the Tuz APC. Bye bye trailer. I don't know what that was all about, but that's cool. But the only one that I actually got through a good portion, if anybody's using vanilla trucks, is that APC Tuz. Yeah, it kind of fell to the side, had a lot going on lately. You know how it is. Yeah, dude, trust me. I've got more going on than I want sometimes. Nothing's changed or gotten any better. Feels like it's gotten worse. I don't know if it's just me or it's just someone keeps getting in the way. You know. Haven't given up. Don't know how. Never was taught how to give up. So, that's the reason why, you know, gamer, yo. Beat it till it doesn't move no more. It'll work eventually. We'll just chop these trees down, heck with it. They don't need to be in the... They can get out of the way. Or explore this map a little bit more and get ourselves over where we need to go anyways. One way or the other. Haven't been up to this part of the map anyway, so it's kind of like one of those, hey, what's this over here? This looks cool. There's a lot of crazy trails on this map, though. I can say that for sure. I'll be eventually taking all these stuff from Maine and uploading it to YouTube. I think I'll end up doing that once we get Maine done. So it's going to be one of those kind of things. I'll just take all those videos and we'll upload them to YouTube so they're not lost forever. You know how that goes. Jump a driving, then we will not jump a driving. We're in the towing transmission, so yeet gear is there, but it's not heavy duty. It's not gonna, you know, wheelie this thing. But I mean, we do have a transmission that will make this thing wheelie if we need. And yes, just because it's a 6x6 doesn't mean I can't make this thing fly. Matt knows that. And I did update the 6x6 because of the texture thing. So the engine, Matt, when you use it, should be normal looking now. Doesn't have that red texture to it. Yeehaw. This crazy, like, tore up area is is a bit rough. I'm gonna just high gear this bad boy till, you know, we bounce everything off this place and that place, and we'll just keep chugging along until, you know, we have that happen, I guess. We'll just yank her through it, heck with it. It's not like the winch won't be able to do it. Got a winch that reaches forever. And it's got the strength of more than any vehicle on here. Get out of the way, tree. We are not getting high centered here. That ain't happening. There we go. Just keep on trucking. With that yeet in mind. I still don't like going by them freaking poles like that. It messes the camera up. They should just make those objects like where you can just go by them and it doesn't affect your camera view. It's really annoying. Come on. Get her done. See you're watching. I'm just heading to Best Buy now. Yeah, no problem, Wayne. You're good, dude. ninth gear. Let's fix that. Rocking it. Shaking like a shoal shaker. We need to go up. And we need... Nope, that's not what I wanted. I still don't like how the mouse weirds out because you have some kind of weird interference. It still goes on. It's really annoying. Let's go. We're gonna get her done. Another vanilla truck that I'll never probably ever use in the game unless I tweak it out myself. You can get out of the way. I haven't had any problems since this update for crossing the maps was nice. What was happening before was some reason it didn't like my truck and it would stick right when I would come across. And you could hear it clicking in the background and stuff. It was really annoying. That's all good, Gabe. I kind of figured you were chilling. Yeah, we did get raided by Neo, and Fat Matt came and chilled with us for a bit. I think he's still here. I'm not sure. Never tells me when people go. They just tell me when. It just shows me when they comment and like. Gotta go get ourselves a medium log trailer, which we got the gooseneck trailer already over there, so it's good there. And we got all our trailers that we need over there, so it's all good. Should have turned on the other trailer pack of goosenecks that, and all the other trailer mods. Can't ever have enough mods on this game. I'm glad I don't have them all turned on. Good lord, you imagine the loading screen on that? 160 some mods trying to load. The most I've ever had on was like 118 or 113. And that's when before they changed the whole mod.io thing for PC. And that's when I started noticing the load time difference. Now I don't know how many it is before I start actually noticing it now. I just know we don't have that many on while the loading screens are going so quick. I only have these two trucks on and what do you call it? And then the trailers. That's honestly all I have on. Because of the issues that we were having before. And guys, if you like at nighttime and stuff like that and you start doing the garage lights up because it's got all these neon lights and it looks pretty cool. And they have a lot of neon lights inside like the little town here that they have on here. And then even the wood sawmill that we're working at going to.
Yeah.
Hey John, thanks for the like, appreciate that, buddy. When you get over to the sawmill, they even have neon lights down there too. Come on. Get it, get it, get it, get it. Through here is pretty thick, it's crazy. Like I struggle with my truck going through here even, which that's hard to say in a sentence. When it comes to this thing, it looks like it's gonna be an easy map. I wouldn't say that yet. I mean, I make it look easy because of what I have. It's different if you're trying to run vanilla vehicles. I can tell you what, those things, you ain't got the right trucks, you ain't going much for right outside the garage. I'll tell you that right now. You ain't gonna go very far with some of the vanilla vehicles if you're running those. This thing I got over here, this, I don't remember what it's called off the top of my head, but I got that out here. But that was a struggle and a half just getting it out here too. I'm not gonna lie, like it was actually a pretty big pain. Let's go get our medium log trailer and get these logs, okay? See, our medium log trailer is right there. I hope it connects up to this hitch. I don't remember if it will or not. I think it will. And I had it set up for gooseneck, but French trailers are pretty universal, so it's kind of handy that way. Okay, we're good. We'll get the medium logs knocked out of the way once we get to them. The logging on here, there's a bunch of places to get logs, but there's only one that has like a limited amount. And yeah, it's a fun little thing to get to. We gotta do 2 sets of medium logs. Do I want to use Red's gooseneck, or do I just want to go get one double medium log trailers? I don't know. Got medium logs? Got 1. And this one has 1. Yeah. We won't say what happened with that trailer. We'll just say that it just got in the process of being a pain. And then we left it there. Because that was one that I dumped yesterday, and then a log got stuck in the trailer, and I said, well, screw this double short log trailer that I had at the time, and I just flung it into a tree and left it there. I was annoyed that it tipped over on such a stupid way, so I ended up losing both things of logs, and I wasn't about to go and get a crane out and just grab them again, since it depleted the second load. So I said screw it, left it there, yeeted it into a tree. What's up, Scott? How you doing, buddy? Thanks for the like. There's definitely some beautiful trails on here, though. Like, I do enjoy the trails that they did put on here. Pretty nice looking. We gotta go... Oh, is that... Which one is that? That's the... Yeah, that's this place. That'll be fun. Get to go around a bunch of stuff just to get there. But we're gonna go over a rock slide. Because I'm not driving all the way around all that. And yeah. Old Jack's truck's gonna do some work, because it's finally letting me use it.
Yeah.
What's up, Thomas? Thanks for the like, buddy. Appreciate that. I think I had to back up and then turn this one. The wife's truck. So I already know I'm gonna end up having to do something like that. Doing good, just chilling. Ate my leftover Chinese Mongolian beef. Ooh, that's some good stuff. I love Chinese food. I haven't had it in forever. So yeah, well, a lot of places closed up from all that crap going on. So played Mars Mob, but can't today. Pulled out. Oh. I was thinking about checking that map out. I want to do the one that Remo just remade too recently. You redid another Mud Runner map, Downhill. was the other map he just did. And the next one he said he's going to do is the Crossing, which, oh god, that's going to be awesome. Crossing on Mud Runner was one of my favorite maps from the OG Mud Runner game. I mentioned to him that he should make them packs. When he does the maps, make them into a 4-pack of maps. And then you can you could cross over using like a tunnel or something. So you can go into the next one. You're waiting for a deep pan in the oven. There you go. Mars map's crazy. I know Matt was doing the Mars map. I was looking at it and it was kind of weirding me out because I've never seen the buildings that are made on it, and I was almost like, seemed like it was an asset that was taken from something else because of the way it looked really familiar. Oh, what the heck, did I not turn hard enough? Oh, I'm so sorry. The moment when you're trying to take a puff and you're going around a corner and you don't have the wheel turned all the way. And again, if the force feedback would turn off on my wheel, that'd be great. Then I would be able to turn without any friction on it. But it's whatever. We make it work. Downhill. Well, it's already. He's got the map on Mod.io right now. I have it downloaded. But he did say he was going to do the Crossing next in one of his comments to somebody else. Like, yes! Yes! Sweet, Remo's doing freaking Crossing from Mud Runner. Yeah! That was my most favorite map to mud around. When you could take, like, Gravedigger and stuff like that. When they had those mods that the Russians made. I don't know why this has 2 points. Come on. Get some grip, man. What is the trailer hung up on? What is the trailer hooked on? Why are you making this so hard for me? What is seriously hooked on this trailer that's causing an issue? No! Okay, that helped. Hey, what's up, AJ? Thanks for the like, buddy. Appreciate it. Can't wait for cross-platform too. I think the only thing that they're cross-platforming is for Epic and Steam. Hooked on a feeling, yeah, right? Just arrived at Best Buy. There you go. I don't know if they're gonna honestly make it cross-platform through, like, unless they do console to console type.
Oh yeah.
Hey, them rocks got a soft, smooth surface, you know. What's up, James? Thanks for the like, buddy. Appreciate it. But yeah, I don't know if that's going to be... I don't know that the cross-platform is going to be PC, because there's no way that consoles and PC would be able to, because on PC we're able to get mods that PC can't, or I mean mods that console can't get. And the only way I see that working is maybe just vanilla game. I don't know if I don't see it being able to do mod support that well unless you only had console-based mods. I know they're going to be doing a upgrade for the newer consoles. They're doing a upgrade for that, or to be able to take advantage of the graphics and performance and stuff like that. And I've heard that anybody that's got it on Switch will be able to get mods. I think eventually as well. I've heard they got the pack files in the stuff for Switch. Give me a second. Okay. There we go. Think first PC and Switch, later Xbox, and I don't know. I can't see your comment for some reason. Oh!
You with
Thanks.
that angryjackblack gaming.
Thanks, man. I appreciate that. Not a whole lot, man. We're over here in Maine on the PTS, frickin' trying to get through stuff. They had an update, so it was nice. I was able to use my truck again, finally. Even though it feels like we're struggling, but I mean, the stuff they have on some of these areas that you drive through is pretty thick. So, yeah. There we go. I don't know why the comments don't like to move when people throw me stars. It's weird. Like I can see that you sent me stars, but for some reason my comments act weird on Streamlabs when people do. Give me a second. I'm gonna fix that for myself because it's gonna bother me. And we're good. Here we go. And we're good. And now I can see your comment, AJ. Even though I heard it, but now I can actually see it. For some reason, it always does that for some reason. Sometimes, like, even with followage and stuff like that, people throw down. But yeah, I would, I'm not sure how the cross-platforming they're going to try to do. I'll be interested to see what they do with it, not gonna lie. Or if it's just gonna be for the whole, just Steam to, what you call it? Steam to Epic cross-platforming. The only thing I could think of that they might be doing. Or we attempt this great bad idea. That log station's right over yonder. Does have medium logs? Yes, it does. Now we just need to get over there to get to them. Might be easy to get there. Might not be easy to get back on. Over. We got this, though. We didn't hit that pole that was there. It hit us. That tree, on the other hand, I ran that over. The elusive truck going towards the water as it looks for its way across. Notices that there doesn't make a difference where we go. We're going away. We're getting there, one way or the other. Even if we have to play a little bit of submarine, we're getting it. Oh, speaking of submarine, there we go. Tree, out of the way. The fun part's gonna be getting back across that with logs. Wasn't the hard part getting across without the logs? It's gonna be the hard part getting it back across with the logs, without tipping them. That will be the challenge. Why? Alrighty. Let's hope for the best. This is probably a really bad idea. I got a notification. Nope, still have not gotten a notification saying that I'm live. Interesting. We're going to find a nice, smooth, easy spot to cross with these logs. So we don't lose them. That might be a little bit of a submarine then too. Let's get it. Yes, that moment when you think yellow submarine or black and blue submarine. One of the two. Whatever one you want to feel that says, I shouldn't do this. Yep. So I don't feel like driving all the way back just to get medium logs. I know for a fact you will make it without tipping. Professionals. Run into professionals. Right. We do have moments where that does not always work out, though. You know that. There are fine moments where you go, this could suck. Alright. We need to take medium logs to that crazy place that we went to across over yonder, eh? I almost feel like just getting short log trailer and just getting that done and over with over that other place. But, you know, I don't know. Oh, yeah, we'll do that on the way back. We'll do the short log after we get the medium. I mean, we got the trailer right here. What's the point of taking the trailer off? We've already got it on, and having to go get it again feels pretty pointless then. Is this the turn to Albuquerque? Yep, it's the turn to Albuquerque. Hope I don't have to deal with a swamp down there, because I know it's a pain. What's up, AJ, man? It's another day. I'm streaming. I can say that's about as far as it goes. Everything else is just kind of like shooting in the dark and hoping for the best. As good as that gets. Remember Matt Frustrating. Oh, fuel trailer, I made it. Oh, it always helps if you got the weight in the front of the trailer, man. Or I mean, the front of the truck. That's one of the biggest things about the trucks on here. At least vanilla-wise, some of them just don't have the weight in the front end to keep the traction. And then you get trucks that have been made that don't have the bumper weight, that are lighter than heck, and you use the truck and you're like, alright, this will be great, this thing's got some power. And it just slides up in the air and goes, yeah, got power, got no traction. And it's like, oh, well, that was fun. Glad I did that. There are contracts, though, for these other places that you need to go to. For the other openings of the tunnels and stuff. So, I just haven't done them. We got one tunnel that's open. I've been using that. Granted, it probably could help, take a lot less time if I had the other ones open. To get to the other places a little quicker, but what's the fun in that? Scott, do you have this? Do you have my truck? I was curious. I think if you had this thing, it would feel like you're, doing everything like you're buttering bread. Simple, easy, get her done style. Granted, she's very OP, but you still got to get the truck to the place to deliver it. I always get crap about, I've always seen getting crap about my truck's OP. Not everybody realizes I still have to drive the thing to get there. Oh, you on the PS5. Oh, okay. It would take a hell of a convincing to have Brad even consider making this a public mod. And then there'd be a lot of people that would be kind of mad then too. I know there's people that have went out and gotten his dono access to use the wife's truck, and I know that would make a lot of people mad because then public would be able to get it for free. And I don't think he feels like going through the badging and just taking them off just to make it a public console version. This thing would probably make a lot of them console version trucks kind of go, what? What is that doing? How is that possible? My size is ours and Max truck mod. Yeah, I mean, I don't mind the trucks that were carried to console and stuff like that. I like having to be able to use mine. You pay like $80 for 2 trucks to be made, which I know that's kind of cheap, but that's also because he needed to get a few assets and stuff that had to be made. So, and I had extra money to be able to use at the time too, so I just got to get all this stuff that we put towards the stream and stuff. I got to get that like put on business tax, or putting on taxes and stuff. I always forget that. And everything that we get for streaming and do for streaming, that we can do that stuff with, and I always forget. Because, I mean, it is technically a business, so I just always forget that you can do that with it. As a write-off. Chug-a-lug, chug-a-lug. I'm gonna find a sawmill or a logging station over there too. Oof. I was kind of reminded of that because Eddie was talking about the amount of money that he's put into Genshin Impact yesterday, and I was just like, oh, That's like when I played Crossout or played Neverwinter like I did. Like we did a lot of um transactions, but I wasn't streaming at the time. Hey, Morbid! Here's my buddy Morbid. Hey, buddy. He come from the faraway land of make-believe. I'm going to hopefully get over this way. Look, if I had this gate open over here, we would just go zoom. I don't. AJ, you've had to been following longer than that, man. That doesn't seem right. When pay to crate, do you get back if players like it? How that works? What do you mean, Scott? And Florin, thanks for the like. Appreciate that. I'm always probably butchering your name, man. That's got to be true, and I don't mean to. like for streaming wise and stuff, because it's technically a business. Anything that we spend on the stream, on games, equipment, investing in the games, stuff like that, it's all business write-off technically. So I just always forget. So that's like my big problem is there's a lot of equipment sitting right here. And I say equipment for a reason that I should honestly try to get all the receipts for and use it as a write-off. Hard to explain. If someone like the mods, do you get money if people use those mods a lot? No, I don't. I don't get any compensation for people using mods that I do. The most, like, my buddies and stuff, like, I have a thing with them where if you guys go and get donator access and stuff like that, I mean, that's helping them out. I don't get anything out of it. They're my friends. You know. They just go, I don't know what it is, but in the last few whatever days, I've had how many people want donator access to vehicles, and I'm like, that might be because of me. But they are, you know. Yeah, I mean, their Discords are on my Facebook page. Invalid Rednecks Discord is there, and so is Exo Froggy's Discord page. They're both good buddies of mine. And Dubs just made a Discord too, and he has a thing listed for people who get personal mods done too as well. They're a bit pricey, but I mean that also depends on like either one of them, depending on what you want done. Red doesn't do personal mods very often. Frog does them a lot. And Dubs is starting to. But I do know quite a bit of the modders and the map makers and stuff like that. I mean, being part of the community for the past, well, 4 years? Maybe 5? But, I mean, know that many people and being part of that group and stuff like that. I just haven't got back into modding actually myself. That was one of the things I was gonna do, but I just didn't get back into it yet. I have a bunch of stuff that I started that I haven't finished. One particular truck that I'd really like to see it in game, but I don't know if that's ever gonna happen. The issues I was having when I was trying to convert it. Up, up, and away. Yeet. Oh. Don't. You gotta be kidding me. I knew I should have freaking went up over the hill more. Crap. And I can't repack those. I don't even know where the one log went. Oh, it's way down there. There ain't no way I'm getting a truck over here to do that. So, yay. There's what, no logging stations here? You're kidding. At all. Nothing. Medium logs. What? Hold up. I'm gonna go all the way back over here.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. What's up, Christopher? We just dumped our logs. Yes! Get off my trailer, then. I knew something was going wrong as soon as I came around that corner. Thanks for the like, buddy. Appreciate it. Something just felt funny. Ah, bro. I ain't going for no crane. I ain't got a truck that's worthy of going here. And I ain't pulling out no vanilla truck just to do so. I did that only because we had to use it for the cabins. Oh, straight up like it dumped it. And them logs are in such a crappy spot that even with a crane, it would be a pain because it'd be really hard to actually get there, keep it level, and balance it out and not tip. Let along the bottom of where the one log went was down in the bottom of that hill. And that's not quite doable for trying to get to it. That little tree, really? That little tree took a hit and it didn't tip over? That's interesting. We're about to do some wiggle through here. If we can. I don't know. We might not be able to get through here while going around. I'll drive all the way back to the other map and get them. There's an unlimited log spot where we originally picked these logs up at, actually. Oh, are we gonna get tangled up in here? We should probably not go through this way. This could be a bad idea. Because it's already turning into one. Yeah, go through the woods, they say. That's a great idea, they say. Getting through here with a trailer, they say, is probably the worst idea ever. We are... yeah, it's the only one that has the unlimited. All the other ones have unlimited amount. But to get up to it and stuff like that, you gotta go over a rock slide.
Oh, yeah.
What's up, Kevin? Thanks for the like. Appreciate that. I don't really feel like wiggling through all these trees. I don't know if we would even be able to find enough openings to make it through because these trees aren't breaking down like they used to. And that's definitely a problem. These little ones do, some of the other ones do, not all of them. Like, if this thing probably weighed more, we'd probably smash through them easier. But, I mean, like, those trees, those normally smash out. They have done some more updating to the way the physics of the game works and stuff, so I have noticed a bit of difference in a few things. And so, yeah, there's a bit of things that don't quite work as well as they did before. At least when you try to do some out there kind of things. Like we usually do. Where we manage to wiggle through places where you wouldn't think you could do it, but you could, but we did it. And now, since they seem to have strengthened these trees, you can't quite wiggle room through them as well as you used to. They don't flex as easy, they're a bit stiffer, and they just don't maneuver as well. Even someone like these laying down trees, I've noticed just do not like to give way. Especially that like white rubbery looking tree that you find a lot of places since a Mur map where they put in those new weird trees. Come on. Turn this truck. Turn it so we can get that away. But yeah, it's been one of those kind of things that I've been noticing. I mean, I've been able to grip rocks a bit better than we used to. But there are some spots that are just like, I got nothing on them. So it's been interesting since this update. And y'all know this thing can go through pretty much everything I put it through. But for this map, I have noticed that I have had spots where it's been a little rough. So it's like I gotta do some adjusted tuning to the XML for it to handle things even better. And more efficiently. I really hate when the camera does that. I feel like I'm playing GTA 2 all over again. Oh, with way better graphics. Let's get it. See what this UI thing is for this cargo for logs that they have over here. Ooh, yes. That's good for it. Yeah, that's a pole. Truck, we're not pole dancing today. Come on now. Get it. It's supposed. Ow. It's technically supposed to be like. Oh, it's like a log cabin. Okay. Log cabin. Yeah, that's coming out soon as a GTA trilogy. Frog's been playing San Andreas on stream. I'm counting down the days for the trilogy to come out. San Andreas is a pretty old game, but updated wise, I see it looking looking good, I feel. I wouldn't mind seeing the newer stuff too. It's even for Switch, really. That's cool. Christopher, you know you're getting mods eventually for Switch, by the way? They're gonna make SnowRunner able to run mods for Switch. I don't know how well that's gonna work, or what their limitation is gonna be for that though. That's the only thing. All right, straighten out. So mod support eventually it will be coming towards Switch. They got pack files in the modding stuff, so. I'm happy with Nintendo. They finally realized using cross-platform games are the way to go. I don't know why they never thought about it before. To be completely honest with you. I mean, literally almost everybody's doing it. So I don't know why they wouldn't have gone that way in the first place. I honestly feel like we're just going to go over this way. Because, honestly, this shit was... Yeah. Come on. Ugh. Be cool to get a real actual wheel to put on here. But I'd end up not being able to use the buttons, I think. Which, that would suck. You need the buttons like crazy on here, and they come in handy. We're gonna creep crawl. Some automatic here, eh? No, don't even. So I kind of like my buddy's tweaked version of the trailers. Has less chance of tipping over. This has a really good probability of not tipping over. I usually use his tweaked versions of Red's trailers that just they hug the ground, but they're yeah. Oh yeah, I'm not gonna go for the flip. I'm not doing the flip trip. We may struggle bus it a little bit. We're not gonna do the flip trip. That is not in my intentions. But this great a crap hole of stuff over here is just great. Keeping us from going across here because of this stupid thing. That's tipped over. How the heck would you even, how the heck did they even do that? How did, and I've been over here how many times, and how is it that I'm just discovering it? Okay. We might have to do some winching action here. Winching. No. You stay flat, sir. You stay stable. You don't do that. Come on. Little tuggy tug. Tug. Ew. Ooh. We are creeping. Ooh. We got this. We can do it. Yeah, Ozzy. You can freaking do it. Bite his freaking head off. Yes, the creep crawl. Where sometimes we just have to. And we didn't have a choice. Well, I mean, we do. But I'd rather not tip over again. I don't wanna. Yeah, we can tell that they made it definitely look like it's been logged through here, and it's just tore all up. Stay. We will get there. Slowly but surely. Well, try not to be too slow about it. We like to get it done. We do like to get through these contracts without taking forever. Come on. No, we don't need to. This looks like it should be a garage area. Oh, there's a no spot. And the creep call has begun again. I think no matter which way I tried going, we still have this hill to go on. Yeah. The hill's still here, and we still have to go over it. Or on it. Whatever you want to consider it as. But we aren't going around that corner, though. We're going to go on the other side of it. Keep from tipping like we did. That's where it's like the balance of the trailer on how, locked down to the ground it is for the center of mass. Makes the determining action of I will make it or I will not. And yeah. Here we go. Should be good from here. Should be. Yeah, we are. Yes. Yes. Take my logs. Is there another place that's got logs somewhere? Those are medium. Yay. Those are probably medium, yup. And I bet you... That one is... Yup. That one is... I clicked over here, thank you. Yeah, these are all medium logs in these areas. We're gonna go over the river and through the woods to the other log place we go. And probably hit the road back. Try to maybe see if we can maybe get down there.
Oh,
Hey, Dwayne.
yeah.
Been a little bit, buddy. How you been? Over on the main map that's coming out for you guys on Season 6. Over here on the PTS. Wow, they made a... Oh. I'm over here watching the freaking mailboxes, and I'm like, there's a tree I didn't see. Okay. Oops. What you been up to, Dwayne? Woo! And that's a tree. That is a tree. Eureka. I think I've got it. What is this? This isn't my trail that I made, is it? Yeah, I think it is. It is. Let's bounce and ground and fly and flip a dip. Flip a bit. Flip a dip a bit. Woo! Tree. Guess not be gone. Okay. Dang, with a bad cold. Oh, sorry to hear that, man. Ew. There we go. Don't worry, that thudding noise is me just popping the shifter for the automatic to pretty much drop the clutch without actually having to use the clutch. We've used a little bit of fuel here. I don't want to sneeze. Yeah. Woo! Oh! Well, that don't happen very often. Tip back over, please. Why would it grab from the other side? And then it's tried doing that automatic winch crap. Well, I hope you get better and feel better soon, bud. Go to the doctor and they call it corona or some stupid crap like that, like they do with everything. Drying, real phlegmy. Oof. Yuck. That's not always fun. Dealt with enough of that kind of stuff before. Hey. Eh. Can we go this way? And then this way? And then we'll fly through the woods over here? That seems like a pretty great place to go through. I say this now until we do it. You know what that means. This could either go well or suck. Or we've been on it before and we didn't realize that that's the one we've been on. Whew! Well, we've been on this one before. It's like over the river and through the woods, over the hills and everything we go. Going high. Smash some things. Get out of the way, garbage can. Oh boy. Here we go. Roundabout way to go. Just keeping it on that high gear and just letting it rip. Let's see. We got some ice over here. Love that hearing that crunching noise. Crunch, 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 crunch. Yeah, just blast through it. What's it gonna do? Break on me and I have to wrench out of it? Oh no. Jeez, I couldn't imagine. It'd be so rough. It feels like SnowRunner does try to make the maps harder and harder for me, but got that truck that does a little bit of anything and everything we want, so can't stop me, SnowRunner. If you can manage to stop this truck, that's pretty lucky. I mean, we got to that one swamp that the wife's truck was having troubles through. But that swamp, like, you did not have any, like, movement at all. Could not catch grip. Could not find a spot to grip. And I had to drag all the way through it. So that's going to be my new testing area, I think. For, see what I can do to make it even better. So I can go, yep, gotcha. That was cool. I figured out what I had to do. I got my lights on still, we don't need those. Yeet. A little bit of rail grind there, yeah. Aw, it's gonna try to stop us. That's cute. The trailer, on the other hand, that might be a different story. Get it, hit it. We ain't stopping though. Just not going to stop it from happening. Woo! Our magical enemy being hung up. because we kind of goofed ourselves on it. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, yeah. Eep. We've got it. Here we go. Up, up, and away. Up, up, and stop. I take your logs from your house because I have to go deliver them somewhere else that's more important. I guess your house should have been a different place. Medium logs from the log cabin house. I wonder what they're gonna name, what they're gonna use for a name for it. Because it's just like UI, whatever, or something underscore, something stuff. So we got to get back over here. And I feel like we're going to go over this way.
Oh, yeah.
And see if this has a good idea in there. Hey, Joey, how you doing, huh? Hey, buddy, what's up, man? I'm not sure how this is gonna go. This could be one of those I think I'm questioning what I'm doing moments. And if it's a good idea. But that's okay. Lo and behold, we will make it. Or we might break it to get there to make it. Got that new badge 1 year, baby. There you go, man. Awesome. Let's see. We are probably going to go that way. All this just to deliver some medium logs, guys. I give you guys hopes that you guys can, those who use vanilla vehicles can get that one tough truck that you can rely on. I feel like we should just go through here and hope for the best going down this way. Oh, let's take an adventure. It's adventure time. It's adventure time. We'll just do that. We'll just throw her in low plus. And we'll creep crawl through here. Oh yeah. It's adventure time. Where it could go bad very easily. And I don't even know how it might. Except for chance of the logs tipping out of the trailer. I mean, about that. That's about it. How it happens, don't not going to be too sure yet. But we'll likely try not to have it happen. Likely. Come on. Gonna take an adventure. And it's nighttime too, so that makes it even more fun. Less visibility. Doing foolish ideas. Yep. Sounds about right. Possibly falling in the water. Could happen. If I do it wrong. I need to cross right here. Hopefully that ledge isn't going to be too rough. And it doesn't bounce the trailer in a goofy way. Let's just hope it doesn't. Oh, there's a bridge over there. That's not complete. Sweet. It's the funnest time to go exploring. Yeah, mostly. Unless you have a trailer that has logs that you want to deliver. That's already tipped over once. That you had to explore to go get more logs because you don't want to go back across the to the other map to get them. Make it an extra trip, longer than needed, even though it's already longer than needed to be on here anyway. Just for 2 sets of medium logs to be delivered for this contract over here. Yeah. Oh look, there's even a spot I could have drove farther down the way. Yeah. It happens. I'm glad we got bright lights. I couldn't imagine trying to do this with a dimmer lighted vehicle. It would suck. And the top lights aren't even really all that bright. I think I made them brighter, if I remember right, when I was doing stuff. But I don't remember if it actually did anything. This needs to be over here. Not up there. Yeah, we're gonna get her over there, which I'm starting to think the ice was a better idea after this. After seeing the map and the way it's looking. And seeing the rock formations on the way they look. Yeah, I think I should go down to the ice. Maybe. Maybe, baby. I think we can do it still. Unless I hear that noise. No. That uncomfortable feeling. No, don't do it. I was gonna say, that tree better lay over. You lay down, tree. Lay down, you lay down now. Yeah, good luck doing that with a vanilla truck. Been along a vanilla trailer, yeah, good luck with that. You would have lost your load already on a vanilla trailer right now. Now, maybe the attachment might be a different story. A medium log attachment for vehicles. That might give you a little bit better edge for the medium logs. But the trailer, that trailer is way too loosey feeling. It sways and it's not very balanced, I feel. Like you put logs on it and it feels like it's lighter than when you didn't have logs on it. Some of these turns are even iffy. We are getting it though. We are slowly creeping. Little by little. We can do it. We'll go this way. Probably one of the few times you see me going this slow. It doesn't happen very often. Because we're flying through the woods, but after losing the load the first time, I don't feel like losing it the second time. And we might, depending on how this road goes. Yeah. We got this though. We got it until it tips. There. We'll say it that way. Creep crawling. Come on, the fun part hasn't even started yet. We got over that one spot where we tipped the one time, so we are definitely going to be doing that same little maneuver to lessen our chance of losing our logs. I'd really like to be able to get over and do those short logs. And that should be pretty simple because we'll be able to get the 2-slotted short log trailer. Hopefully find short logs that aren't up in the mountains and get those delivered. Hopefully. Maybe. We should. Come on. We can get it. We can get it. We went through here before. All he was is we got hung up on a rock. More speed. That should do it. Nope. Not always. Now we're creeping. We really creeping now. Before she catches grip and takes off on us. Slow and steady wins the race. I've never been a very slow and steady person on here, so how about slow and steady bores me right in the moment. Oh no! Don't you do it! Okay, how long is the night? Jesus. Yeah, we'll go with morning. Morning sounds great. I want to be able to see what I'm driving around. See the trailer better, because that is obnoxious. I don't mind driving in the night on here, but I want to see what my trailer's doing, man. That's the part that makes it a little bit easier. That creep and crawl. Hey, we can cruise a little bit further now. I feel like smuck a pole, something. And get on down through here again. We got that fun little area. I can't wait to get these logs delivered. Not even kidding. I really can't wait to get the logs delivered. Trailer. Hi, trailer. I'm looking right at you. Looking right at you, kid. Up. Up. Up we go. Don't you tip. I don't want to know. Wait, was there another trail going over on that side that goes through? Yeah, there is. But doesn't mean it's better. It'd be worse. We just drive through and make our own trail. Like we do most of the time. Then be honest, to just save time, I'm just gonna drop the trailer there, leave it. We'll just buy another one over there. Forget bringing it all the way back. We'll just recover, get to the garage, and go get the short log trailer. Just to save time. Bam. Farming simulator is First game ever I ever pre-ordered. 76. Fallout 76 was the first game I ever actually pre-ordered. To be completely honest. And then there's a lot of issues once they started switching a lot of things up on that game. But then they brought back some cool things, and I just haven't ever gone back into doing it. And I lost my will to want to play it because of certain things. 452 days. There you go, Simon. What we're gonna do here is we're gonna get these short logs, and I think we're gonna head out afterwards. Get these things delivered. Transporting long logs. Medium logs. Oh look, we could have used that trailer. Could have saved us a headache. Oh yeah. Great. Oh, we don't have a short log trailer that goes on the back of this thing, huh? There. And new oversized cargo? No. Well, unless you consider the long planks and the medium planks. Not really. And there's some new scout trailers that they're not done with yet. I thought we were gonna have a different short log trailer, but I guess not. That's about it. Short logs. Short logs. I think we're gonna go and do it that way. Alright, Scott. Catch you later, buddy. No. No, we just have the long planks, medium planks, and the regular wood planks. I haven't really seen anything super duper special. I can say that. Actually, you know what? Instead of doing that spot, maybe we'll just go up here and go from there. Because either way, we got to get over on that side. I think it's going to be easier this way than this way. Yeah, no, there's nothing really all that new except for just the wood planks for the long and medium. So it'll be interesting to see what they bring into all that stuff after that. And how we use it. That'll probably be the interesting part about it for when they bring out the next phase 7, to see what they do for our next like usage, or if they bring in more contracts, because I haven't actually checked the other maps to see if they made any new contracts for the usage of the new wood planks for the medium and the long ones. I haven't seen if they added any more new contracts like they've done in the past with when they added Wisconsin. They had those logging contracts in the other maps, and then there's some other contracts when they added, I think 4 Phase 4? Or no. No. It's just Wisconsin that they added new contracts for when they brought that in. I don't think you made any other new contracts for the other maps since then. I don't know, maybe they just think it's not worth going back over already done maps and bringing back into those for other contracts. I'd have to honestly look. I haven't taken a look yet. Because every time the PTS gets, you know, a new thing for this, you know, phase or that phase, it always reduces my percentage of complete. So, always goes back to like 75 or something like that. So I'm gonna probably look to see, but I don't think they did. I'm alright, Thomas. How you been, buddy? Finally able to use our 6x6 after not being able to use it for the longest time. Woo! Well, that went over smoothly. Nice. Chugging along to get over to this log station so we can get things done with this contract. It's been a long contract, to be honest, even with having, you know, my truck. We're going over to the other map, made it a little bit longer. Oh yeah, see Scoots. Been heavily tweaked out from what I've done to my personal truck.
Oh, yeah.
Thanks for the like, buddy. Appreciate it. Short logs ahoy. Trailer's decent. I know that. So we shouldn't have too many problems. Shouldn't doesn't mean we won't. Everybody knows how that goes. Oh, this trailer would be alright, and get using it and stuff, and you're like, maybe not. I mean, we've used this trailer many times on this map to get things just done with. We don't have to make extra trips. And holds up really well. So I do like the creators' trailers and stuff. I've been using them mostly, besides Red's gooseneck trailers. In the game, I would probably say the White Western Star. For being a vanilla vehicle, it does actually get the job done pretty well. And a lot of people don't use it, but it does pretty well with just having off-road tires. It can actually handle quite a bit. And I just like because it's very old school look to it. Kind of hope that we can get through that spot there this time. We went through this area, so maybe this will be a little not too bad to cut across. That's probably the White Western Star is probably my favorite vanilla vehicle. I even did a tweaked out version of it for PC and put it on public for mod.io with my tires and my tweaks and stuff like that I did with this thing. So it's it's very handy and useful. Be Chevy and Dodge, but I do own a Ford. Had Chevy and Dodge mostly, but I own a Ford now. That's decent, just needs some TLC. Crew cab for, kids. It's an F-150 crew cab with like a 5.7 or something like that. That's in that. With 4-wheel drive. The 05. Pretty decent truck. It just need a bit more work done on it. Hard to try to get done when you don't have a lot of money. But it's in decent shape. It's the point A and B. Does use a bit of gas, but it does need some tuning and stuff yet for it, so. Only drive it like 4 times a month, maybe. Of that. Well, yeah, about that. Other than that, it just sits in the driveway. I know she drove a bit more, but I mainly stream. I just stream. My back and my leg are pretty bad. Chronic nerve damage in my left leg, and I have scoliosis. On top of that, I have depression, anxiety, ADHD, and I also have panic attacks. So this is the most calming and relaxing and comfortable thing I can do when I make my own hours and enjoy what I do. We are chug-a-lugging through here. Probably one of my most favorite jobs I've ever done or had. There's maybe one other one. That's about it. Got to do this about 2 to 4 hours a day, 7 days a week. I was doing more, but I think it caused a bit of issues, so try to cut down. Come on. Keep chugging. Woo. Yeah, I do. I have it on PC and I have it on my phone. I have yet to stream it though. And bam. Wait, now we're getting money? Oh, that's hilarious. We're finally getting money for our contracts after I've done almost all of them. So tomorrow, guys, we are going to be hitting up the Up the Mountains contract. Boy, do we got some stuff to do here. Some medium planks. That's possible. We got some medium planks, medium logs, medium planks, long planks. And we are going over to Yellow Rock area to deliver them all. Oh, stay tuned for tomorrow's joyful fun of some more SnowRunner. I'd like to thank everybody for our hanging out, chilling, shares and likes and everything like that. Appreciate it. And the raid from Neo and Fat Matt coming, hanging out for a bit and everything like that. And thanks for the stars, AJ. I appreciate it, guys. I really do. And honey, if you're watching, love you. I'll catch you all later, guys. Have a good one.